Raid number 2 down. Let's see what we can get. So if we can get at least 2 shinies today, that would be helpful. 2188 is of course the hundo, which we're looking for. I won't spoil what happened yesterday, so make sure we check out that video after this one. But our hundo would be amazing, especially this one, as it is technically the second best steel type, but the best overall DPS in the entire game. Shundo, background shiny, or just a normal Pokemon, just a normal 2144. And if yesterday's anything to go by, then yeah, it's going to be a tough day of raiding. We've got plenty of passes. Obviously we've got the free passes on the XP grind as well to get towards level 50, but obviously level 46. And yeah, we won't worry about that one. Next session raid is down. What's this, third? I think I did one before the day actually started, my bad. I don't even think I recorded that one. But I forgot to mention, we've also already picked up 2 shinies. So the event's been going on for 24 minutes and I've got a Fletchling and a Fuecoco. Fletchling and Fuecoco have already been gotten, so they're not new, but it's always nice to see that the shiny boost is hitting hard. Question is, does the shiny boost happen for Zacian? Please. Nope, and still terrible IVs. Oh well, there's plenty more of the day, probably about 40 more raids to go, so let's hope we get something. And then trend continues from yesterday, do a raid and check the local spawns, and boom, we have another shiny. So that's 3 shinies in the first half an hour. I mean, that's actually better than yesterday so far, so if we can get 3 more, 6 an hour, that's still better than yesterday, but we're trying to get towards like a 10 an hour would be absolutely amazing for today. And that would be towards 80. That's not including the raids themselves, so hopefully we get more. Is this one any good? Obviously, for some reason it seems to be Fletching only. Carbink from this hour, or Talk Off the Incense would be nice. Or an unknown, and we won't make the same mistakes as yesterday, which I will not spoil what happened there, but it was an absolute mess. First hour down at Go First day 2, and actually not a bad start to the day. So we've got 3 normal shinies, 2 Fletchings and a Fuecoco, and we even got an Egg Hatch shiny, which is the Mienfoo, which is a lovely shiny. And we did about 7 Zacian raids, and they were all shocking. So not much to say there. Basically, they are all, the highest one, as you can see on the screen, is 2159, which is terrible. No special backgrounds, no shinies. Yesterday we got 1 in 48. It's meant to be 1 in 20 for these legendaries, so hopefully we get a shiny today. And if we do, well, Will was actually here, and he'll be on camera later, don't you worry. So we've got some trades lined up, hopefully. Maybe you can do a mirror trade of the Zacian shiny. Hopefully we get some backgrounds as well, and I will give him a Zamazenta with a background because, well, we'll explain later why he wasn't here yesterday.
Are you actually going to tell the truth?
We'll make something up. So now we're in the second hour, so let's see if we can beat the shinies and hopefully get a shiny Zacian. Cool, so second hour is down, and unfortunately we only did about 3 raids and did get 2 shiny Pokemon at Dene and Chespin. However, it's bloody hot here in the UK. Apparently it's meant to be like 30 degrees today. 30, 31 degrees?
I think it's 34 is the peak.
34, what? Okay, 34 degrees, and UK heat is terrible. So we had a bit of a pit stop, coffee, water, you name it, stay hydrated. And I want to say, Will, correct me if I'm wrong, but you got the shiny background, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will got a shiny background, so he didn't turn up yesterday, turn up late today, and he gets a shiny background.
And then the raid straight after that.
Oh, and then the raid after that, he gets a functional hundo. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm not jealous. But however, this hour is the hour of all the ice Pokemon. So hopefully you get a shiny Frigibacks. You know, we'll get a Shundo, Zacian with the background and make Will seem really jealous. But before we do that, we're going to complete some of our research, which I have been slacking on. So we've got the Volcanion one, page 3. I actually don't know what page you get the Volcanion on. I'm assuming page 5. What Pokemon do we get here? Oh, Poplio. Cool. Definitely worth it. Cool, so we now complete that, so we get some stickers. There we go, quicker phone, you can do this. A super incubator and a rainy lure module. And he's back. So you made incredible progress on your soggy survey. I mean, it's definitely not soggy. It's the only fire and water type. It's true, Volcanion's the only fire and water type in the entire game. Catch 30 different species of Pokemon, power up 5 fire-type Pokemon 20 times, and evolve 5 fire-type Pokemon. No, we're done in a bit. And then we've also got the Hero's Journey, which is obviously getting your Zacian or Zamazenta, depending on what you chose. So we get 500 of the Sword energy, and then a Pokemon's going to appear. I don't think this is the Zacian, unless I'm horrifically wrong. No, it's a Skiddo. Okay. I don't know what the hundo is for the Skiddo out of research. And then before we carry on, we've got something cool to show you, and it is to do with Will. I'm going to let him have his moment.
I did just.
Oh, did you? Was it on this?
I did just slide in and.
Okay. We'll do a proper one in a second. Right. So this page will be the one where you get the Zacian, I believe. What have you got to do for it? And load. Here we go. And 2 caddies exploring with a fairy type Pokemon as your buddy. That might be difficult. Get 500 energy from it, change the form, and then win 2 max battles. So we don't actually get Zacian from this, but we get the energy to change it, which we've already got. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. And then we'll stop screen recording. I will then turn this around.
Okay.
Oh, look, this is Will, everyone. Do you want to show your arm?
Yeah, I'll show off.
There we go. So Will got this amazing tattoo here, Oriolo, which is his favourite Pokemon. So we've pretty much come to the end of the 3rd hour, or the 3rd biome, which is the Ice Tundra one. So we've still got one more of the first 4 hours, and then we go into the last hours of each of the biomes. We have done, as you can see, 7 raids, and I didn't get a shiny still. But I did get a Bergmite, which you'll see on the screen right now, and it is another Pokedex entry. So that is absolutely amazing. Will, however, got a 2nd shiny of the day and has agreed to trade it with me for a Zamazenta background because he didn't get to play yesterday. So before we do that, I'm going to have to make him, and we get a party. So let's claim this reward. It's a Magnemite, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it.
I'm still catching mine.
You're still catching your Magnemite. So Will might be able to catch shinies, but you can't catch a Magnemite off party play. He's had to use an Ultra Ball and berries and berries and everything. It's horrific. I got mine first go of a normal Pokeball because
I'm awful at games.
Okay, party play. Let's get past this and then we'll get the trade sorted. Oh, right, I'm the leader. I need to pick.
20 different species, I think.
Cool. Let's do this one. All right. Oh, let's just do Jangmoro check. No. Incense spawn. No. Okay. Right. Distracted.
That's the one you want.
Lucky trinket. Search. RPG hopper. Use item. So if anyone hasn't used one of these before, this is what it looks like. And it should be on his screen. That'll pop up in a second. And he's just got a shiny Anyway, so Will apparently just gets all the shinies and I don't, which is fine. So now I'm going to trade with him. I honestly don't know. Like, he didn't even make it yesterday. And he goes and does this. Right.
Oops.
RPG hopper. He's not even sorry. He's not even sorry.
I said oops.
Anyway, so let's get this lucky trade. If we get a Chandra out of this, then I'll be happy at least. So, Zamazenta, Center, plus background.
Or you can just give me a shiny Zamazenta and I'll be happy.
I've only got one. I will trade you this one. There we go. Look at that. So 2188 for both of us. Confirm. He's making it up to me because he wasn't here yesterday. That's how we're justifying this. This is when he gets another like 2 shinies and I cry. It's not great. It's not great. So Will got a 2167, which is a 14, 12, 15, so not bad. And I've got a 12, 13, 14. But I now have a shiny Zacian from today. Let's hope I get another one. But thank you very much for the trade, Will.
No problem. If you want anything else.
And we didn't go back to back lucky, but that's okay, that's okay. So this is the last biome, but before we do that, I have a Pokemon that I can now evolve from doing raids. So Quillfish, this is an easy day to do this on because we're doing lots of raids and you need to do 10. And after this we're going to add a Pawnyard or the Bishop, whichever evolution it is, to get the King Gambit, which is new to Pokemon as of like a month ago. So here we go, Dex entry into the Spiky Boy. And there's only one Hisuian Pokemon I need for the Pokedex, I believe, but I'm not actually sure which one it is. There we go, 898, anyone know what that is? Let me know. So that's done. We'll then get a Pawnyard, nope, I can't spell. Pawn.
Do you not have a Bishop?
I'm trying to think what, I had a good Pawnyard. 96 Pawnyard, so let's evolve that into a Bishop quickly.
And then set it as your buddy.
It's buddy, and it's 15 dark or steel raids defeat, but it's not though. But Zacian's a steel type, so.
Yeah, but.
Will's just upset that he had to give away a shiny. So here we go, so 15 dark steel type raid bosses, so let's make him our buddy. Trying to be more efficient than yesterday because I forgot to do quite a lot of things. I blame Will for not being there.
Yeah, that's fair, but no.
And then a few checks of this one. So Marini is the one we want from this entire biome. Do we get one? No. Far-fetched.
Don't care about
Unknown.
that. Don't care about that.
Toadscruel.
Don't care about that.
Or Tentacle even. Gulpin.
Don't care about that.
And Mawile.
The more you're talking, the more I just want to go home.
Wow. 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 It's absolutely boiling. I've just taken a massive break. Will has gone home, partly because he's lost his keys. So he spent actually part of the last hour trying to find the keys. But we still managed to get some raids in. We still managed to get about 8, 9 raids in. Nothing to shout about, still no shiny. The only shiny I actually have is from Will. And there was no shiny spawns at all, apart from literally the last 5 minutes where I got 2 shinies, Tentacle and Clefairy. Clefairy being a Pokedex entry, you'll see that on your screen right now. But if I go to Zacian in this, then it doesn't read for good. So at the moment, 25 Zacian, and wow, it's so laggy, and my phone's quite sticky. And there's no shiny, so I'm overdue for one. We've still got at least 23, I think, raid passes in the bag. So let's go and do some more. However, the day will slow down a bit. I would love to get between 8 and 10 an hour over the last 4 hours. It is in that last little bit now. We're in the final stretch, last 4 hours, the last of each biome, so I've still got my targets, still not got them, but we'll do our best. It is boiling, so if it's a case of there's not as much filming going on, it's more recordings and a montage, because we all love a good old 90s montage, then that's what it will be. It is literally 31 degrees, feels like 35 degrees Celsius in the UK right now, and it's taking its toll, so we'll get there. And Will, if you're watching this, I hope you do find your keys. Part of me hopes that you forgot them and they're on your sofa. And if not, I will try and find them somehow. So let's see what we get in the last 4 hours. We still want to get that Zacian, still want the hundo Zacian. We'll get there. It's going well. We're still getting some shinies. So let's see what we can get in the last 4 hours. Let's go. So halfway through the 6 hour, so the second biome in the second half, and it's exhausting. So I've literally sat down and taken a massive break. However, I thought I'd just show you where we're at just before we go into it, and it's been the best half hour that I've ever had. So we start off with the shiny Skidoo, which is a regional, so to get a shiny, even though it's go first and boosted on spawns, etc., is amazing. And we did it. We finally did it after 35 raids. We've got the shiny Zacian with a background. It's crazy that we finally got it. I know Will got one as well, so we could do a mirror lucky trade if he gets lucky trinkets now or in the future, or if someone else does it. However, we are at about 38, 39 rays, so we are due a second one. So I hope we do get that. I've not been concentrating on anything else, so I'm now going to take a break. And the last 2 hours, slowly walk around, but in a small area with spatial render, etc. So the next time you see me will be at the very end when I sum this up, as I am absolutely knackered. So I'm just going to concentrate on the game itself, not too much recording. So I will see you all in a bit. Take care. Day 2 is over, and what a day 2 it was. GoFest is completely over now. What an amazing weekend. And you'll see on the screen more Zacian raids throughout this little sort of sum up of the entire, well, of Sunday at least. So, just like Summer's Enter, the shiny odds for Zacian were absolutely horrific, but I will say I did manage to get a shiny Zacian with the background. It's the only shiny I got with the background, which is pretty good. So this will be, hopefully at some point, this will be a lucky trade, a mirror trade if you like. The stats in it aren't too bad, not the best in the world, so I'll happy lucky trade this. You never know, it could become a hundo. So happy that I did get that. But let's have a look at the shinies for day 2. So we got 16 shinies, so not as much as day 1, but I guess actually when I think about it, I was raiding a lot more. My Go Plus wasn't working, so I didn't have that going on in the background, so I couldn't do both. However, some things I'm very happy with on here was more Pokédex entries. The Bergmite, for example, an amazing one here. I think Clefairy was also another one. Tentacle as well. Maybe even the Scrub, like there's quite a lot that were new here. 2 I'm very, very happy with, however. First one is the Skiddo, so this is a regional, so the fact that I got it as a shiny, even though everyone can have access to it for the GoFest, is absolutely amazing. Like one of the best shinies of the entire weekend in my books. And then to make up for the unknown that I lost on Saturday doing the AR trick, I got another shiny that appeared, and I caught it the unknown shiny O. Yeah, we'll go with O. So first ever shiny unknown, absolutely amazing. Couldn't be happier. So 16 overall, you know, a Snova, Sandra Numel, pretty good. Another chest bin there, and crucially a second mine through, which means I can now have the whole shiny family. So we have it. Day 2 is complete in the books. Entire GoFest weekend is done. Absolutely fantastic weekend. It was, however, way too hot here in the UK, which is why some of the footage, especially from day 2, isn't as much. It just got way too hot. But we did lots of raids in the end, so hopefully it'll all come up on the screen. Thank you so much for watching and getting this far in the video. If you've liked this video, make sure you are subscribed. There's so much more coming out. July is absolutely jammed with events going on, and GoFest technically hasn't finished. There's an event at the end of August, which is going to have potentially Eternatus, that one. So appreciate you watching. If you want to know how day 1 goes, make sure you check out the video on the screen right now, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.